Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, continuing on with my Make Love Not War series. And there are a number of things I would like to change since the last video that I've been thinking about in between videos. And one of those is my overall strategy against the Soviets here. What I'm thinking here is about possibly pulling out all of my troops in Poland and just leaving the Poles to do their own work for themselves. If the Soviets overrun them, they overrun them, all well. And I'm going to redirect troops, I think, mostly to the Leningrad territory that we've captured and to Turkey here. Because I feel if we're able to make gains here and push in and take the oil fields in this territory, which is over here, that would be very good. Now, it probably would get flipped to the Turks and not be owned by me, but even still, that would be a good thing for the Axis overall. And I do see over here definite thin lines that we may be able to take advantage of. The problem is a lot of this terrain is mountainous, so it might not be easy to move quickly through it. But in any case, I think this is a good plan. So I think I already have some troops routing come over here. At least there should be, unless they got delayed again, which is possible because I can't go through Romania because Romania refuses to give me access. But I could have swore I had mountain divisions on the way, but I do not know where they are. Well, I can find out here in a second. Mountain division, where are you? Okay, so they probably got caught in a... No? Okay, I guess maybe I stopped the recording session just after giving them their orders. So we're just going to have to see about that. Another thing that I've changed is I stopped the air mission going on over here in the English Channel because, let's switch over to the air mode so we can see this, because of the vast number of planes that the British have here. But I noticed that over in the Benelux region, they don't have nearly as many planes. So what I'm thinking is switching my fighters to be in the Benelux region, and this way we don't have the range problems we had against the British in the English Channel, and the British should have the range problems, so I think we'd be a little bit better off. So let's go ahead and start on that. So any fighter groups that are currently standing by is what we want to use, and it looks like all of these ones are being... Oh, I also canceled the bombing missions as well because I was... not wanting to lose them. Now, they were doing good work against the convoys, but right now we need to focus on other things. So we've got a fighter group here. Now, they're using really old tech, but we are going to put them into the fight anyway. And then we have this fighter group standing by, which we're going to throw in there. You know what I could do? I believe it was this group. Rather than have these old fighters get involved, how about instead we put them in the northwest German region, and then we grab from this territory all right, maybe we need to, there we go, grab these guys. I have no idea where they are, but rather than have them be here, we'll have them be in the Benelux region. Okay. All right, let's continue down. Let's see if we have any other fighter groups that are currently... I think this is the fighter group I sent. Yeah, it is. All right, well, we're good there. Now, I could send more fighters than I currently am using, but I do want to cover this territory in case they do have long-range bombing missions, which the AI tends to like to do. But we have a superiority here right at the moment. We're not going to have the range issues. And we're also using more modern fighters, too, which should help. Speaking of that, I have quite a lot of air experience. I think it's probably a good idea to upgrade my fighters one more time. So let's go ahead and do that, because I don't think the next level of fighter tech comes around for quite a while. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, so we're sitting on 1940. It'll be quite a while before we get anything there. Now, one thing I might want to do is get better naval bombers eventually and actually start production of naval bombers, something I don't think I have because of the war against the British here. In any case, let's go back to the production and modify the fighters. I think that's the most important thing. So we're going to go ahead and create a variant of the C. And what do we have left? Well, there's only so much we can move with these stats. We can only get them up to 5, so we'll do that. We don't really need the range as much right now, although range is always a good thing. I think what I'd like to focus on is maybe weaponry here. And then we'll do the engine. I think it's going to be tough to have reliability be perfect. But I think this is what I'd like to change. So we've got weapons up to 2, and we've got that engine way up, which is going to help with agility and max speed, definitely. Okay, I think that is pretty good. Actually, I think I went a little too far. Yeah, we can't quite max out the engine at the moment, but that's okay. We get a little bit upgraded weapons and engines overall and overall reliability. So let's go ahead and save that as the D variant, and we're going to start producing that, which we shouldn't lose too much efficiency. And all right, well, I think that is looking pretty good. We could also improve our other planes if we wanted to. Army experience, I'm going to kind of wait on. But I think we're pretty much good to go. So now the plan, do I want to go ahead with it? Well, the plan is to reroute soldiers. So I'm going to start doing that. So we're going to go ahead and strategic redeploy up here. These two are not vital at all. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to have to wait until this defense is over before we really back out here. Let's grab these guys, and we'll strategic redeploy them up north as well. All right, I don't like the course that they took there, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually tell them how they're going to get there, like that. All right, so the rest I want to probably send down into Turkey here. Now, I've had hard-fought defenses here, so I may wait a little while before I retreat with some of these troops. Now, a big element of this whole idea is I'm allowing the Soviets possibly to push into Poland. Yes, that negates a lot of the progress we've made, but if they take out Poland, then when I advance, I'll actually be making gains into the Soviet Union that are mine. And maybe we'll take territory that is Polish and be able to keep it. So there's that too. So either way, I'm going to go ahead and strategic redeploy here, which actually I can't do because I have 3 different armies selected. You know what? To make things simple on myself, I'm just going to add these guys all to this army, and then we'll strategic redeploy. We can always put them in armies and redeploy them later. And I would like for them to... I probably should control the strategic redeploy. So we'll come out this way, and then we will go through Hungary here, and then down into Turkey. And I'm going to put them roughly about here. We can always strategic redeploy them more later. But the idea is to try and attack the flanks of the Soviets and see if we can cut off all this group here and wipe out these units. And then resistance over here will probably be much less. All right, so that is some of the initial redeployment. I'm going to keep some units back. You know what? I'm going to redeploy these guys too. So you go ahead, join this army, and strategic redeploy out this way, and there you go. That's kind of a rough guess where I'm going to send them, but that's initially. Now, the ones that are getting attacked, I'm probably going to have to keep an eye on a little bit more closely. Okay, we just got a research finish, so let's take a look at that. And I believe that was a land doctrine, so I'm going to go ahead and go to air, and I'm going to get better naval bombers here. Because it's only 35 days to research, I don't think that's too big of a deal. Let's go ahead and work on that. Okay. Ooh, and I have day-night cycle turned on accident. Oh, and one thing I have to keep an eye on is, oh, are the Italians finally sending troops over here? Well, that's good to see. I was kind of getting worried, because I need these troops other places, and, I do not want to keep them where they are right now. Alright, well, how about you guys, because you're in your own army, set up a thing so you can get some preparation bonus. So I would like a front line. We're just going to make it very simple like that. And then I would like an offensive line. And we're going to just do that. Well, actually, I want the offensive line. All right, here, let's delete that. I don't think I drew it quite right. So offensive line here and here. Okay, that works for me, I guess. And we'll just have them prepare for that. And hope that that goes well. Alright, English Channel. There's probably submarines. Oh, another thing I want to change. And I have research? Okay. Another thing I want to change that I have been meaning to change is the mission roles of some of my fleets. So, grab these guys. They're on Search and Destroy. I think I probably prefer them to do convoy raiding. So, alright, so mostly we're just doing convoy raiding, not Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy is fine for the Kriegsmarine, because I don't want British ships entering this area. So I think that works a little bit better. Okay, now let's take a look at what we want to research here. So we can go with atomic research, although technically I want to focus on rocketry instead, and I believe that this is either or. But it's 42, and there's definitely a lot of infantry equipment that we need to start working on, so I probably should work on that. Let's just make sure there's not something else, so I can increase the different support groups. Alright, so there's a lot I can do in 42 here, as well as probably advanced artillery. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and work on the weapons first, because that's something I'm going to need to change production for. As well as the artillery. And we are having some infantry pop out. And I believe I would like to... Let's switch to the west here, rather than the east. I would like to add them to the Green Army and... Green Army. And you guys, where do we have any holes? I don't think we have too many. I could just use them to reinforce areas that are a little bit more on the front lines. Oh, did the Belgians give them access? Interesting. Okay, well, any case, I'll go ahead and move these guys strategically over... Again, I'm just trying to make sure there's no holes I'm missing. I don't see any, so I'll just put them over here. And the motorized guy can go over here with my tank. Okay. And... You know what? I think I'm going to add these guys to the west, because they're not in the east anymore, and that makes me a little bit more able to keep track of things. Okay. So the Italians are showing up. They're just not showing up in as many numbers as I'd like. It's good that the French haven't taken advantage. All right, let's come over to the Soviet area here and see how... Oh, I had an attack going here. I didn't really want to have going here. All right, you guys, pull out. You guys, stop your attack. And as a matter of fact, just... pull out across the river. you guys pull out as well. Okay, we've got a defense here, defense there. These guys are not really defending anything, so why don't we go ahead and strategically redeploy them out of there. And we'll have them join this army, just again to keep things simple. And we'll strategically redeploy them out that way, and then down around. Just have them come roughly over there. Okay. And then we have this group over here, which I'm not sure if I'm ready to have retreat or not. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we can. So again, we'll have them join. Well, I don't want the purple guys. We'll just do this one at a time. So strategically redeploy. First, go this way. Then come in over here. All right. With that done, we just have these guys to move, and we're going to strategically redeploy them. And again, just somewhere over here, and then over there. Okay. And I'm afraid if I don't back these guys out, they'll get surrounded, so why don't you guys back out, and then we'll see about strategically redeploying you. All right. Now we're having a bit of a problem over here, but we can try and remedy that. I could have swore I had a two-prong offensive going here anyway. Okay. These guys are now out. Let's go ahead and have them strategically redeploy where we want them. So, you there, and then there. And you also need to do the same thing. There, and then over here. Now, of course, there's a lot of risk to what I'm doing right now, and it might not pay off. All right, you're going to strategically redeploy here. And then I think you can probably figure it out okay to come through here. All right, so these guys are going to back out. You guys are going to... You were backing out. There you go. Now you can back out again. Oh, we're getting caught. Let's just... cross. Yeah, the Soviets are coming pretty fast. Without me to defend them. The Soviets are not doing... I mean, the Polish forces are not doing particularly well. Okay, these guys are going to back out. We'll just keep an eye on it. When they leave, we can strategically redeploy them, because they might get caught here in between the Romanian border if we're not careful. So let's go ahead and first select the Purple Army here. Strategically redeploy. We'll go out this way, and then down around, and over here. All right. You guys are going to strategically redeploy. You know, I think I've sent enough forces down there. I'm kind of wondering if the rest of the forces I just keep over here as a precaution against possible attacks that go too far against the Polish forces here. So I'm going to go ahead and have them just strategically redeploy across this way. And then these guys, there's no reason I can't strategically redeploy them now, and we'll do a similar move. We'll just have them come over somewhere roughly where I can get them in position to defend if I need to. And strategically redeploy. We'll have them come up north as well. You guys can strategically redeploy, and you can come, let's say, somewhere over here. Alright. This is something I probably should have let happen quite a while ago. And the fact that I didn't, maybe it was a mistake. Okay, strategically redeploy. And you're going to come over here. And you are the last of the bunch to strategically redeploy. And you're going to come somewhere over there. Okay, so now we've redeployed all these forces. We've got a factory I need to do something with. Just one. We were talking about naval bombers and the fact that I need to produce them, as I believe I do not have any being produced. So why don't we go ahead and do that? We're going to build aircraft, and we're going to build naval bombers. Now, they're going to be the older ones right now, but that's okay. We're going to put this on a relatively low priority. Maybe even below the rocket artillery. Okay, let's see what naval battle results we've had. So, submarine lost, but they've lost 2 cruisers. Hey, I'll take that trade any day. And then we've got... one of our submarines got lost. Oh, well. That is not great, but it could be worse, I guess. Oh, and it looks like our other submarine group is out, so I want to change their mission to convoy raiding. That way we're taking care of the convoys when we don't have bombers doing that. Okay, with that being said, let's take a look at the air combat and how things have changed. So we've got... Oh, they've definitely upped their fighter count, because I believe it was only 300 before. We've only lost 1 fighter to their 15, so that looks good to me. So we're just going to have to be patient here. Well, how many things are over here? Wow. We may have to cancel the naval bomber mission because they have dumped a crap ton of fighters in here. And I do not have any air support here. So we're just going to cancel that mission for now, I guess. And I never gave these guys a mission, so I guess we'll cancel that as well. Okay. Well, definitely need more fighters over here. I could take a look at this and maybe send fighters over there. Like, for instance, do we still have... Wow, we still have action over here. And over here, there's nothing, but I have already pulled a lot of fighters out of there. I could pull stuff out of Western Poland, but that might be more relevant as time goes on here. We'll have to see. Are you not strategically redeploying? That would make me very angry. No wonder you're never getting there. I guess we failed to set them up that way. Get over there. Okay. Now I have to do stuff with all of the infantry that I just created. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take everybody that's here, that's not currently on the line. So all these troops. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new army. And then I'm going to take this guy, remove him as commander. Unless I have another field marshal. If I have another field marshal, I'll use him. Doesn't look like I do. It looks like I'm using all the field marshals I have. So, oh wait, did I miss something? Field marshal, field marshal. No, these are all generals. Now I could upgrade a general to field marshal, but right now I'm going to unassign. I'm going to make this guy that field marshal and command. Okay. Now that we have that, what I'd like is to set up a line. So I would like front line. And it's going to be... Well, no, that's not what I wanted them to do. Okay, so let's delete that line. Now, before it wouldn't let me write a line along this border. I kind of wonder if I could all along. Maybe I misunderstood. Okay, well, let's do this. And get them into position. And then we'll do an offensive line. And we'll draw it out. Something like... Trying to think how I want to advance here. Probably about that far. Okay. So they can plan and do their thing. And while they're planning, go ahead and deselect. What can we do with the infantry we've got here? We've got an Italian attack that's not going particularly well. I don't know numbers here, so it's kind of hard to tell what I can take advantage of. But we'll just let things go for now. And this tank is starting to get better. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh. What happened here? Hopefully by the time they get there, they have enough organization to take part. Alright. We'll see how long Poland can hold out with me withdrawing my troops like this. And how are the Italians doing? Oh, they've actually got a border presence here now. Great. That makes me a little bit happier. How's the war going other places? Looks like British troops have forged into here and here, although a lot of those are American troops. That's not looking good. So Italy's kind of failing me. Japan seems to be doing a pretty decent job, though, for the most part, which I'm very happy about. All right, let's continue here. Suddenly, I'm not winning here anymore. Kind of wondering why. I can't really even see what's going on here. These guys are so low on organization, but I can't do anything against them. Alright, we got another battle result. Wow. 11 submarines taken out. That's not good. It looks like he's returning back to base. Possibly. Alright. Well, I don't enjoy that. Alright, so we have some of these troops starting to show up. Let's see if we can just strategic redeploy these guys right in here. Or here. That might be good. See if we can take advantage of the very thin lines over here. I guess you guys might as well strategically redeploy as well. And you guys are going to strategically redeploy down here somewhere. And I might as well grab these 10 guys, have them continue to strategically redeploy to here. All right. Okay. We're being attacked here. Looks like this assault just petered out. Not entirely sure why, but we'll work on that. Fortunately, I'm caught in a defense here, so I can't really commit more troops. Holy crap, how many divisions do they have here? 5? And how did they get their organization back so quickly? Oh. So annoying. Looks like this river is going to take a while to get through. How's the preparation going? Actually, pretty darn quickly. How's my other group's preparation going? So that would be this army here. Oh, they're maxed out. Yeah. All right, well then, why are they saying no, though? All right, so what are you saying here? Oh, because they're fortified. All right. Well, I don't really need necessarily to tell them to go. I just need them to fight. There. And we're just doing this in the meantime while other things go on. Alright, so you guys are arriving. You know, I would like you to come in here and help out. And you guys, I would like to split in half. Half of you go here, half of you go here, and then we're going to attack there, two-prong attack. Okay, well, in any case, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So we're kind of rerouting troops here. We're trying to take advantage of the thin numbers in some areas, and maybe we'll be able to cut off supply from some of these guys and take advantage of that situation. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.